Most people building online businesses are playing the wrong game. They're chasing one-time sales, grinding for every dollar, waking up every month at zero. But there's a specific type of solo founder, and I've studied dozens of them, who figured out something different. They build once, they collect every month, and by the time most people are still trying to land their 10th customer, these founders are sitting at $10,000 a month in recurring revenue. No team, no office, sometimes no employees at all. This video breaks down exactly how they do it. Welcome back to Venture Void. If you're a solo founder, a freelancer trying to escape the project-to-project trap, or a small business owner who wants income that compounds instead of resets, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Here's the brutal truth about why most solo businesses never scale. Revenue is unpredictable. You close a $3,000 project in January, nothing in February, two smaller ones in March. You spend more time selling than delivering, and you spend more time delivering than thinking. The mental overhead alone is exhausting. You can't plan, you can't hire, you can't invest in growth, because you genuinely don't know what next month looks like. And here's the number that should hit you hard. The average freelancer or project-based solo founder churns through roughly the same revenue year over year. They're not building anything. They're running on a treadmill that never moves forward. The subscription model fixes this at the structural level, not because it's a magic trick, but because it changes the math entirely. When your revenue is recurring, every new customer adds to a base rather than replacing a lost one. You stop starting from zero. You build predictability. And predictability is the thing that lets a single person run a business that feels like it has a team behind it. So let me show you what this actually looks like in practice, with real numbers and real structures. The model solo founders are using to hit 10K MRR without a team is what's being called a productized subscription service. And when it's built correctly, it runs on 3 layers: the offer layer, the automation layer, and the retention layer. Let's walk through each one. The offer layer is where most people get it wrong. They try to offer everything. The founders hitting 10K MRR offer one thing, scoped tightly, delivered on a recurring basis. A real example, a solo graphic designer who moved from charging $500 per logo project to charging $1,100 per month for unlimited design requests with a 48-hour turnaround. That's a productized subscription. One client at that rate is $500 MRR. 7 clients is $2,500 MRR. 7 clients, no team, 1 person. Another example, a solo copywriter who packages monthly blog content. 4 posts, SEO optimized, delivered every week for $2,100 a month. She doesn't pitch new clients every month. She onboards a client once and collects every month until they cancel. She hit $9,600 MRR with 8 clients. One more, a marketing consultant who stopped doing one-off strategy sessions and started offering a monthly retainer that includes a standing weekly 30-minute call, a monthly analytics report, and 1 campaign build per quarter, all for $2,500 a month. 4 clients gets him to 10K MRR. 4. The key to the offer layer is that the scope must be narrow enough that you can deliver it consistently without burning out. If your subscription includes too many variables, you'll end up working more hours than a full-time job for the same money a freelancer makes. Scope it so that one client takes you no more than 5 to 8 hours a month to serve at the price point you're charging. Now, the automation layer is where a solo founder actually becomes capable of running this without a team. This is where the AI tools and business systems do the work that would otherwise require an assistant, a project manager, or an account manager. Here's what a real automation stack looks like for a productized subscription business. Use a tool like Notion or ClickUp to create a client delivery template. Every client gets the same onboarding, the same progress tracking, the same delivery workflow. Zapier connects your payment processor, which is typically Stripe, to your client management system. When a payment clears, a new client workspace gets created automatically. You use an AI writing tool like Claude or ChatGPT with a custom prompt library to draft deliverables at speed. A solo copywriter running this setup can produce a 1,500-word blog post in under 2 hours, including review and editing. Your client communication runs through a tool like Loom for async video updates rather than live calls, which saves 5 to 10 hours a week at scale, and you use a scheduling tool with calendar rules so discovery calls only happen in 2-hour windows twice a week. You control the calendar, the business doesn't control you. The automation layer is what makes 8 clients feel manageable. Without it, 8 clients feels like a second job. With it, 8 clients feels like a business. The retention layer is where 10K MRR becomes durable rather than temporary. Because here's what people don't talk about. Churn will kill a subscription business faster than any other single variable. If you're acquiring 2 clients a month but losing 2 clients a month, your MRR never grows. So retention is not a nice to have, it's the entire game. The most effective retention mechanism for solo founders is something called the monthly value report. Every month, before the billing date, you send each client a one-page summary, what was delivered, what the result was, and what's coming next month. This sounds simple. It is simple, but it does something psychologically powerful. It makes the value visible. Clients who cancel subscriptions rarely do it because the service is bad. They cancel because they forget what they're paying for. The monthly value report removes that reason to cancel. Founders using this report consistently see monthly churn drop below 5%, which means the average client stays for over a year. At $1,500 per month per client, a client who stays 14 months instead of 4 months is worth $21,000 instead of $6,000. That's not a small difference. Now let me tell you what this model replaces, because it's important to understand what you're walking away from. This replaces the proposal cycle. No more spending 6 hours writing custom proposals for prospects who disappear. Your offer is fixed, your price is public or near public, and prospects either buy or they don't. This replaces scope creep. Because the scope is defined and the subscription is the container, there's no ambiguity about what's included. This replaces income anxiety. When you know your baseline MRR is $8,400 and you're adding one client a month, you can make decisions from a position of stability rather than desperation. And that psychological shift alone changes the quality of your work, your client relationships, and your life. Now the catch, because there is always a catch. Building to 10K MRR with this model typically takes 4 to 7 months, not 4 to 7 weeks. You need 3 things to be true at the same time. A tight enough offer that clients understand immediately what they're buying, a price point high enough that you don't need 50 clients to hit your goal, and a distribution channel that consistently brings in qualified leads. That last one is where most people stall. The distribution channel, whether it's LinkedIn content, a newsletter, cold outreach, SEO, or referral systems, has to be built and maintained. It doesn't have to be massive, but it has to be consistent. A solo founder posting twice a week on LinkedIn with a clear point of view and a specific target audience can generate 2 to 4 inbound inquiries a month. Convert half of those, retain the clients, and you're at 10K MRR by month 6 or 7. It's not fast, but it compounds, and compounding is the entire point. The difference between a freelancer and a founder is whether your business grows while you sleep. A subscription model with a productized offer, an automation layer, and a retention system is the most direct path to that outcome for someone working alone. It's not theoretical. The numbers I walked you through are real. The tools exist right now, and the only thing standing between where you are and 10K MRR is choosing to build the right structure from the start. If you want more content on building systems like this, on the specific AI tools, the automation stacks, and the business models that actually work for solo founders, subscribe to Venture Void. New videos drop every week, and every single one is built to give you an edge.